Hey, found out too late by 999 good 70s UK punkers. And so you don't find out too late, Jaguar 777, they got a record release party over at the Grog Shop on Friday night, the 13th. And DJ Mimi Dromette, who really does great darkwave, etc., is going to be opening. Also, we got some holiday hours coming up. Fat Tuesday, that is this coming Tuesday, February 17th. We want you here. Actually, no, we don't want you here. We want you next door at Rudy's. Party all day long, opening at 5 a.m. There's going to be multiple kegs tapped, all kinds of cocktails, champagne, live music, and a certain crazy DJ. And it's going to keep on going. Rumor has it even Laura Wimbles is going to revive her role as Cleveland's ambassador of beads. But the next day, we don't want you here either. Ash Wednesday, February 18th, we're going to be closed. But anyway, we got some DK action here. California Uber Alles, Wretched out of Milano. These were original old school punks. Pylon, New Wave from Athens. Bunch of coal mine old favorites there on that double LP, and Pale Saints. They were great, interesting shoegaze, unlike a lot of other bands, and amazing sounds on this. It's pretty lush. And Pavements from the film. There they are, and there are their stand-ins, but this is pretty cool stuff. 2LP, and this is basically a Pavement greatest hits album. And Pink Rhythm. If you don't know them from the UK, it's smooth dentist office, funk fusion. They used to be called Freeze without an E at the end, and 80s Love Affair. This stuff is awesome stuff from the mid-80s. You're going to love it. Mark Lanigan Band, 20th anniversary of Bubblegum, 2LP, red vinyl, limited. And the Real Kids here. This is garage punk from the early 90s on Norton Records. A very good friend of a friend, Miriam. She was actually the first drummer in the Cramps. You're going to hear more about her soon, too. And Blotto, new wave from Albany from 1980. I know Lee Harvey Blotto's on here. Bowtie Blotto's on here. A lot of people are on here, but King Blotto is not on here. And you probably can't even look him up on the internet, but he was one of the greatest hackers who ever lived. Cleveland Connection, 2300 Club founder, head, leader of it. He was a member of the Legion of Doom, and in Cleveland's goth scene that was very important in the 80s. And speaking of goth, we got lots of that stuff, including Coils Music, To Play in the Dark, 2LP. This is limited edition, really cool blotchy colors, and also etched. And part 2 as well. This is black and purple etched. And of course, Peter Murphy, good old Bauhaus. These are some last and only star rarities, gold vinyl. We got a lot of Bauhaus too. Don't have time to put it all on the flip, but Two-Way Army, aka good old Gary Newman here. This is a really cool record, and we've also got the first recordings. This was a bunch of interesting early demos, not as computerish, but pretty rough and also cool on green vinyl, and Warriors on orange vinyl limited there as well. And you know this one, a lot of Philip K. Dick kind of influenced lyrics on this, but also a super deluxe version with undiscovered, newly discovered tracks, the original 1980 tour booklet replica, and more, and Dead Can Dance, one of the greatest. This is great 84 goth, post-rock, dreamy dark wave. And again, this is I believe their third studio album. It's all Renaissance goth stuff with Yamaha DX7 chantings and angelic tomb threnodies and the Serpent's Egg. This was their fourth release, very vocal, heavy, hummed melodic dowers and shambolic shakes. And then with Ion, they went essentially totally medieval and Renaissance music forward with tendering mustangs and all silent march tempo hagiographies. Excellent stuff. This Toward the Within was actually a live recording, and then plus a bunch of other outtakes that came from some of their earlier times. And Love and Rockets, sometimes people that call it goth, but it's definitely post-goth and very poppy and also pretty good. The Pastels, also from that same time period, from 87 UK Jangle Pop and Teen Days. Local favorite here. This is blue numbered vinyl here. And Taito Game Music. This record is pretty darn rare. Actually, it's extremely rare. 1987 VGM and chiptunes from Japan. Suzanne Chiani, you know we love her. This is beautiful blue vinyl and totally analog synth stuff. And Aman Duel Zwei Hijack. It's a promotional DJ copy. There are not many out there that we've been able to find, but this is the good old American Presswell pressing. It's beautiful. This Aqualung is actually a 2011 remix. It's beautiful stuff. And the Zombies here. This is again another reissue. This is really good vinyl here. And good old Stereo Lab. It's indie rock from the 90s all the way, but they were definitely embracing the good old space age bachelor pad with a T music, analog synth stuff, and Spoon, of course, double album here. We got Radiohead. Hey, this is Tapao, mid copy from 1991 UK with the cool poster. We got Corey Hart and Richard Marks, a lot of 80s stuff here. Unrest, that's Kath Carroll on there. Anyone knows her whereabouts, let us know. The Pixies here from 91, Trump Le Monde. That was a total classic, influential record. Good old Frank Black, still Teenager of the Year, and Cocteau Twins. This is actually kind of a double here. This came out a bunch of tracks from some of their singles, etc., and good old Victoria Land, acoustic dream pop. And then Garland's, this is Range Riding Coppertone Hues on here, Grumbling Darkly in a Dream from 92, and probably their most famous, Heaven or Las Vegas, is a 1990 dream pop essential, dream-ridded dandy goldenrod hugs with intelligible calls and siren sways, lapping lazuli on the lip-torn edge, adrift askew, windward you twisting top into the tip of the 90s, and forever bronze-laden fired curls, a bright brick-colored etherful world of molten slow mentally chords and tingled true textures. You definitely need to get that. All of this is on tcyshop.com and at the current year 5580 Ridge. Come out Friday, Saturday, 11 to 6, and then basically take Fat Tuesday off and get out to Rudy's.